Okay, good evening, everybody from Granada or Maracena, Spain. And welcome back to the first ever Women's European Championships in American football. We've just started the opening ceremony with the flags of the nations represented. So far, we have 4 flags on the field. We have Team Sweden, Team Great Britain, Team Germany, and Team Austria. And the IFAF flag, IFAF Europe's flag. And of course, tonight's contenders, Spain and Finland, will come onto the field later on with their flags. Now we see the officiating crew walking onto the field, led by Udvardi of Hungary as the referee. It's an international crew of officials today, representing several countries, including Austria, Germany, Sweden, Great Britain, Finland, and Hungary. And now you can see Team Finland taking the field with their flag carried by their local host. Finland is the strongest team in Europe right now. They are the first-ranked team in Europe after taking the bronze medal in both World Championships, where Team USA took the gold medal. Team Canada won second place, so Team Finland was the best European team in both championships. And Finland's starters are also in the field. Wide receiver Kirsti Nirhano, running back Jenny Linden, lineman Kirsi Kauhanen, Laura Kontianen, Elina Laukkonen, Mirva Honkonen, Mintu Horme, Sari Kuosmanen, Henna-Riikka Pytkänen, and Jenny Wahlberg and Katri Laine. And on defense, Tina Mutanen, Marfa Raipala, Outi Vedempe, Anna Tanskanen, Annette Beckman, Jenny Mittinen, Elina Seppälä, Ina Tähkänen, Marit Antila, Laura Tenberg, and Katrina Saarinen. These are the starters for Team Finland. And now we will see the host nation for the first time tonight. Team Spain is taking the field behind their flag, and there's a pretty good crowd here tonight, as you can probably hear them cheer for the local team. Team Spain appeared in the 2013 World Championships in Helsinki, Finland. where they got 6th place. And the starting lineup is being announced on Team Spain. On offense, Elena Velasco, Georgina Carbones, Irene Menino, Marta Gonzalez, Alba Pereira, Monica Rafecas, Isabel Garcia, Lara Rodriguez, Claudia Font, Miriam Lorente, and Ana Belen Diaz. Roberto Torres Diaz is currently greeting his starters. And we will get ready for the national anthems in just a second.
A continuación,
So we're getting ready for the Finnish national anthem after the European anthem. And now the anthem, host nation, Spain. Once again, good evening to anybody tuned in to this live webcast of the Women's European Championships in Maracena, Spain. My name is Ana Banhidi. I will be your commentator all week at this first ever European tournament for women's tackle football. This morning we had the opening game between Germany and Great Britain, which ended in a huge upset win by Team Great Britain, the newcomers to the 17-6. Team Britain over Team Germany. The third team in that group is Team Sweden, who we will see today. So Germany is now in a very tough spot, but they can still recover and achieve their goal of getting into the final. But if Team Britain defeats Team Sweden on Tuesday, then that will not happen. So Team Sweden will now have to beat Team Britain in order for Germany to be able to move on. So everything is wide open in that group. And tonight we're going to see the first game in the other group, the one that is most important to people right around me here, because it is the group that contains the local nation, the host nation of this tournament, Team Spain, and of course also the number one ranked team in Europe, Team Finland, and they are facing each other in this game. You see the teams on the field right now. On behalf of Team Spain, quarterback Monica Rafecas is the speaking captain. And there is also number 22, Mirita, number 25, Pati Meshida, and number 23, Ana Hermoso. And they're getting ready for the coin toss to start this game. Like I said, Finland took the bronze medal in both World Championships in 2010 in Stockholm, Sweden, and in 2013 in Helsinki, Finland. While Team Spain did not appear in that very first Women's World Championships, but they did take part in the World Championships in Helsinki, where they took 6th place. Back then, it was a brand new team. They about 2-3 months to put a national team together. So they were there to learn. This time, though, they have had 2 years to prepare. They are ready to roll. Everyone around me was really, really excited about this game, to see what Team Spain can do after 2 years of preparation. Team Spain is going to start the game by returning the football, so Finland's going to kick off after the coin toss was won by Team Spain. You will see Team Finland in the blue jerseys, of course, and Team Spain in the white jerseys. And we are getting ready for the second game of this European Championships to begin. The weather has gotten a bit nicer because it is around 9 o'clock in the evening. This afternoon it was around 42 degrees Celsius outside in the sun, so it was a very hot day. And we could feel that in the morning at the end of the first game today. Spain has 2 returners lined up on the field. They have number 2, Alison Francis Rodriguez, and number, I believe, whereas Finland is getting ready to kick off. It's number 36. And a return by number 21, Azucena Munoz, up to the 35-yard line on the left-hand side. So now Spain will start on their offense and see what the Finnish defense can do. At quarterback for Team Spain is Captain Monica Rafecas. She plays for the Barbara Rookies. And there's a handoff to the motioning receiver, who slips and falls in what would have been a nice end-around play. Number 32, Isabel Garcia Martin. A 2-yard loss. It's second and 12 for Team Spain. So for Team Finland, the kicker was actually Titi Kuisinen. I was about to mention that. And now back on Team Spain for receivers. They like the spread offense. They like to run a lot of option plays, a lot of motions. As far as I've seen from them so far, it was a run up the middle for no gain, or actually a 1-yard loss. Tackle made by, I believe, number 52 on Team Finland. That is Elina Seppälä, a veteran defensive lineman for Team Finland. She appeared in both. The single back is now lined up next to the quarterback in shotgun. She drops back and attempts a deep pass down the right sideline to number 22, Miriam Lorente, but the pass was incomplete. It was out of bounds, and it is 4th down now, so Spain is forced to punt at the end of their first drive. We'll see the punt team out in the field. Spain's punter is assistant of the Madrid Bat Demons. Punt goes up the middle. Spain is right there and fields it. A Spanish player is down on the field though. We'll see what happens. The ball is going to be placed near the 40-yard line. I apologize for earlier technical difficulties at the first game. We are still just working out the kinks of what we can do here on the field with our equipment. So the first game I had no vision of the screen or replay, so I only saw the live game from up here. This time I do see some of the feed, so hopefully I'll be able to give you a little bit more analysis after the plays and maybe be a bit more accurate in what I see. So right now the Spanish player on the field is number 72, Lara Noguera, plays for the Sharks. And the Finnish offense will start from their own 37-yard line, 36-yard line for the first down. Team Finland has a lot of returning players from the World Championships, led by quarterback Merita Brun. If you watched the World Championships 2 years ago or 5 years ago, you probably saw her run for quite a few yards, as well as throw very accurate passes. Very smart quarterback. She can read the defense really well, and she's got good legs to run for the yardage if necessary. She plays for the Helsinki Demons. Now in the Spanish defense, Coach Roberto Torres told me to watch out for their linebacking core. That's the heart of their defense. He said they are the most veteran players, and they hit really hard. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's a quick toss to number 20. And she runs outside to the right. Number 20 is Jenny Linden, the starting running back of the Finnish team. She gained about 5 yards on display. Also has an H-back to have an extra blocker. Linden also once again gets the toss play, the ball on the toss play, and runs for a first down. By the starting running back of the team. Finland just past midfield with number 87, Jenny Wahlberg, at quarterback. It was an offside on the offense, so this means Finland is going to be set back 5 yards, and it is 1st and 15 for Team Finland right now. Wahlberg at quarterback, Linden at running back, 3 receivers, and an H-back. Toss to the right, but the Spanish defenders were right there. Tackle made by Spain's number 5, Jenny Ortega. And it is now 1st and 18 for Team Finland. Good defensive work by Team Spain right there. Nice rush on the left-hand side.
No he podido estar pendiente, un segundillo.
Spain has 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. Number 36 runs up the left-hand side through a whole bunch of would-be tacklers. Great running lane created by the O-line. Number 36 was Tuti Kusinen, sturdy running back, fullback most of the time actually, and she ran for, let's see, about 30 yards on this play. Great run by Kusinen, and that sets up Finland at near the 25-yard line for a first down. Linden is back at running back after this change of pace. Hand off to Linden, up the middle, tackled after 3 or 4 yards. And the Spanish player is down. So the back that we just saw with that great run to Kusinen, she actually plays for the Seinäjoki Crocodiles. In Finland, there has been American football for women for about a decade. And they have 2 major teams from Helsinki that sent the majority of the players to this national team roster, as well as a team in Turku. But there are several other teams who sent players to this team. So they have a women's league. It's 11-11, I believe. But I will confirm with Team Finland. And they have an annual game against Team Sweden that they started some years ago, about 6 years ago, when Team Sweden was getting ready for the first ever World Championships. So we're back on the field with Wahlberg at quarterback. Toss to Jenny Linden, who avoids a tackle, spins out to the right, and gets a few more yards for Team Finland. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 on the other side of the field. So Finland is right now in the end zone. Let's see what Spain's defense can do when it really matters. Hand off to Linden, straight up the middle, a missed tackle. Another tackle avoided, and Linden is in the end zone. It is a touchdown. Number 20, Number 20, Jenny Linden, scored for Team Finland on their first drive. It is now Finland 6, Spain 0. Unfortunately, there's another player on the field, so we'll have to wait a little bit before the extra point attempt.
Bueno, después del touchdown vendrá la jugada, el punto extra, que sería un tiro a la portería. En caso de conseguirlo sería un punto más para el marcador.
Team Finland actually sends Jenny Wahlberg back on the field, so it looks like they're going to go for 2 on this one.
Igualmente sigue siendo atendida la jugadora esta. No hay Finlandia que se adelanta en esta noche en este polideportivo de Maracena, Finlandia 6.
Team Spain's coach said that what he's expecting from the team is that they should improve on the results of the previous tournament, which was the World Championships, where they got 6th place. Not necessarily the placement, but the play, the quality of play is what they are looking to improve. But if they could, since they are the host nation, they definitely are ready to take on any opponent and try to get a better placement. And the extra point is good. It was a pass play from Jenny Wahlberg to number 82, Henrika Pitkänen. So it's 2 more points for Team Finland. The score is now Team Finland 8, Spain 0. We're halfway through the first quarter. We have 12 minutes left in this quarter. Today we have seen Team Great Britain and Team Germany already, so that leaves 2 more teams that we will only see on Tuesday for the first time, and that is Team Austria and Team Sweden. I can see Team Austria from here across the field. They are here scouting these 2 teams. The kickoff is fumbled a bit and then picked up by the returner after the second line. Was not really expecting that. She gets tackled at about the 30-yard line. So now Spain is strutting their offense back out on the field to see if they can answer these points by Finland on the board. There was a motion, but there's a flag in play, and he was whistled dead at the moment of the snap. What looks like either an illegal motion or a false start in that. But Spain has a quarterback on the field this time. It is Beatriz Herzog Ruiz. She plays quarterback for the Demons. The Black Demons are actually the champions right now. They won the Spanish League. The Spanish League, the Women's League, is a 7-on-7 league, by the way. And the strongest teams there are the Barbara Rookies and the current champions, the Madrid Black Demons. But there are several teams around the country. For example, right here in Granada, the local team, the Granada Lions. They sent some players to the squad as well. Pass intended for number 86, Lara Rodriguez, is incomplete. It is 3rd down for Team Spain. was going to be a short pass to the right, but sailed through the hands of the receiver. Another long motion, faking the handoff, taking the ball in her own hands. Herzog runs for about 4 or 5 yards back to the line of the original line of scrimmage. Nice run by the Madrid quarterback. So it is now 3rd and 10, back to a manageable distance by Team Spain. But they're still in their half of the field. The ball is at the 33-yard line on the left hash. Spain lines up in their usual spread formation. The snap is slightly high, but Herzog can manage to get her hands on it. The pass is a bit too wide for number 2, Alison Rodriguez. So it is now 4th down after the incomplete pass, and Spain has to punt again. Yes, that's what happens when you try to say Spain and punt at the same time. Spain's punter again is number 21, Azucena Munoz. And Finland has 1 punt returner deep. The rest of the team is close to the ball to put pressure on the punter and the personal protectors. Spain also favors the wide punt formation. The snap is very high, sails over the head of the punter, who tries to pick it up and run for it, but is tackled by Finland's coverage team. And the ball is going to be placed past the 10-yard line. So now Team Finland's offense can come back on the field with a very good field position. They only have about 8 yards to go, so they get to start with 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. That's a tough situation for Team Spain. Finland has Marita Brun at quarterback on this drive. She is the one that I mentioned earlier, the star quarterback of the team from the last World Championships. There are 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter of this game. And the temperature is actually very nice up here. During the timeout, Team Spain is in deep discussion about what to do in this situation. This is for a defense, especially after another long drive that they had to be on the field for. Finland had a long drive for their touchdown, so the Spanish defense didn't really have much of a rest afterwards because of the 3 and out by their offense.
Intenta hacer zoom donde está la pelota y sigue la jugada.
So Marita Brun hands off to the running back, who goes straight up the middle and into the end zone behind her offensive line. I'm sorry, not into the end zone yet. It is hard to see those lines. I'm looking at the referees now, and they are about a yard short of the end zone there. It was Tutti Kusinen with the football. And the ball is coming back 5 yards because of the illegal formation on the offense. So Finland actually does get the football for 1st down at the 15-yard line. Another handoff, another run down the middle. And the runner gets tackled after
about 5 yards by number 7.
Segunda y gol para Finlandia.
Jenny Linden's back in the lineup behind Merita Brun. With an H-back, Janina Virtanen as the extra blocker. And it's a handoff, and Linden stumbles and falls into the end zone, and the referees are showing us that it's indeed a touchdown. So a touchdown, Team Finland. Once again, Jenny Linden.
3 puntos más para el equipo finlandés. Finlandia 14, España 0 a falta del punto extra.
It is now 14-0, Team Finland, before the extra point. And Finland, once again, keeps their offense on the field with Linden at running back, Merita Brun at quarterback. That is a dangerous combination because both of them can run the football. So there's a lot of combinations available for them, whether there is a handoff or not. But this time it's actually a pass, just like the previous 2-point conversion. This one is also good. The pass was completed to number 80, which is Sari Kuosmanen, also a veteran of the last World Championships on Team Finland. By Merita Brun on that pass.
Han grabado una buena defensa de España. Que han bloqueado
So
muy bien.
Finland can kick the football off once again. With 4 minutes left, we are at 16-0. And Kusinen is going to kick the football off. Fullback, who is also the kicker of Team Finland. Kusinen plays for, like I said, the Seinäjoki Crocodiles. Spain with 2 returners lined up deep. Kusinen attempts a short kickoff. Is bouncing up and down the field and gets out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So Team Spain will have a slightly better field position this time. They are getting the football at the 29-yard line. I'm sorry, 34-yard line. Monika Rafekas is back at quarterback. So it looks like Team Spain is alternating quarterbacks per each drive. So the Barbara Rookies quarterback can now attempt to try to put some points on the board. Hands off to the running back, and it's an outside run to the left. Tackled by number 41, Elina Quero. Yet another World Championships veteran. Play action and a pass completed to the right. Great pass to number 32, Isabel Garcia Martin. She runs for a few more yards after the catch before she gets gang tackled by Finland's defense. It is a first down for Team Spain. This got the sideline very excited. Let's keep this drive going. Rafeka's pass to the right and is almost intercepted by Finland's own 32, Johanna Pudas, but it is an incomplete pass. So it is now second down for Team Spain, 2nd and 10. from the 48-yard line. This time it's a pass intended for, I'm sorry, I can't really see the numbers from up here, number 32. I believe it was incomplete, so it is 3rd and 10 for Team Spain. The passing game is actually something that the Spanish coach pointed out as one of their strong suits. He said that the quarterbacks and the receivers have practiced together a lot. They mesh really well. So he was looking forward to seeing a lot of completed passes. He also pointed out that the running backs on offense are very strong, and I have heard about one of the fullbacks who handily won the championship game for the Madrid Black, obviously behind a great O-line and their blocks. And that fullback is Lara Rodriguez, number 86. So keep an eye out for her. There is a lane for her to run in. Rafekas has a strong arm. We saw her attempt and complete some deep passes at the World Championships in Helsinki. This time we saw some passes to the flat. This pass is incomplete. It sailed through the hands of number 45 and the intended target, and that is Mar Pereira. So to punt the ball away. This was definitely a longer drive than the previous two, so there is definitely progress here. We have 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in this quarter. Unfortunately, there's another injury on the field that has to be tended to just by the sideline. One of the receivers. So we have a little bit of an injury timeout. Once again, it is 16-0 Team Finland in this game. The long snap was almost like a regular snap, so there was a little bit of a difficulty, but it definitely went down the field and got fielded by Spain at the 20-yard line. So Finland, who did not try to return this punt, will start on offense again, this time from their own red zone. The third team in this group, like I said, is Team Austria. We will see them on Tuesday. But so far, Team Finland seems to be the favorites in this competition altogether. Every team I have asked pointed to them as the team to beat. And based on their record at the World Championships, this is for sure the case. Run up the middle for about 4 yards. Wahlberg is at quarterback. This time we have two backs. quick pitch really to the running back, number 32. Johanna. No, that was not number 32. I'm sorry, I did not see the number correctly, but it was a short run outside to the right. It was number 30, Johanna Pakila. She is definitely a running back. She plays for the same team as Kusinen, the Crocodiles. Pass attempted down the right sideline by Wahlberg. Almost caught by the receiver, number 82, Henrika Pitkänen, but it is incomplete. Managed to pull that in. Pressure by the defensive back right there. Nice work by the defensive back on that play, by the cornerback. It's 4th and 3 for Team Finland. And they were trying to trick the Spanish defense and get the play off very quickly, but there was a whistle. Team Spain called a timeout. And when they saw that the Finnish offense was still on the field on 4th down, they were vigilant, they were expecting something tricky, and they called the timeout just in time. So now Team Finland can figure out whether they want to try to go for it or punt the ball away. They are still deep in their own territory. They are at the 25-yard line. So in most cases, teams would away in this situation, since it's still the first quarter. There's still a little bit less than 2 minutes left in this quarter, so there's no reason to rush things. Team Finland, they take risks. They're a pretty confident bunch. So they might try to draw the Spanish team offsides and call a timeout if they can't, or they might just go for it. I think what they're going to try to do is draw the defense offsides. And they do try to run that trick play again when they get the play off very quickly. Just down the middle, a quarterback sneak, and referee Dula Udvardi is signaling that it is a first down. So Finland actually took the gamble and won on that gamble, so it is a first down at the 30-yard line for Team Finland. Like I said, they are a pretty confident bunch. They know what they can do, and they definitely have a statement here, especially after what happened to Germany this morning. I think they want to establish their dominance very early on. Handoff to Jenny Linden, number 20. She cuts out to the right-hand side and down the sideline. She runs out of bounds at the Spanish 40, pursued by the Spanish defense. Another long run by Linden. Spain hasn't figured out how to stop this running back. As you can see, it was a run up the middle. It was an inside run, and she actually cut to the outside after she got through the first level of block. So very smart run by Linden. And great holes open up by the offensive line. Handoff to Kusinen, the power back, who runs into 3 defenders for a 3-yard gain. This is a good pair of backs to have. A speedy back who can in and out, and a power back who can just kind of take on any number of defenders. As a coach, that's kind of what you want to have. pass to Kusinen, who runs to the right but gets tackled by Spain's number 59, Andrea Lopez Rubio, linebacker for the Mustangs.
No avanza ninguna yarda en esta jugada, nuevamente 3rd y 6 para Finlandia.
This is the end of the first quarter. The score is Finland 16, Spain 0. We are now going into the second quarter and see what Spain can do, but Finland is still on offense. So far for Team Spain's defense, they were able to stop the inside runs that were more designed to be short yardage runs, obviously, but they can't really figure out what to do with Finland's cutbacks. They have really good pass coverage so far, except for on those 2-point conversion tries where the receivers actually open in the end zone. But on the field, the coverage has been strong on Team Spain, so it really is the speed of the running back in Linden that they need to adjust to. So we're just waiting for the game clock to be adjusted because it right now stands at 0. So we can start the second quarter. It is down for Team Finland. The ball is at the 37-yard line, and there are 7 more yards to go. With the score at 16-0. We have a great crowd here tonight. Several of the teams are here to scout or support. I've seen Team Austria, I've seen today's big winners in the morning, Team Great Britain, the newcomers to this tournament. And there is a great local crowd in support of Team Spain. The situation with the game clock is now fixed. It is at 12 minutes. At this tournament, like most women's games, the quarters are 12 minutes long. Wahlberg at quarterback. And it is a quick pass to the left-hand side. Shifty little receiver, number 12. Kirstine Erhano, another World Championship veteran, one of the starters on Team Finland. She gets tackled close to the line of scrimmage. She couldn't really go anywhere. Team Spain's defense was right there on the money. As you can see, she tried to cut back through those lanes, but the linebackers were not fooled. And it's a handoff with the quarterback actually pushing from the back. She didn't really need to because the running back actually ran for the first down on her own power. And it is another first down for Team Finland with 11 minutes to go in the second half. I mean, the first half of this game, I'm sorry. Second quarter in the first half. Another handoff to Jenny Linden, who runs up the middle through that seam created by her own line. She gains a good 9 yards in this play. 2nd and 1 for Team Finland. inside and outside, Linden can run. And it is Tutti Kusinen back in the game. And Evian as well. Kusinen, same play as before, this time with a different back, and it works just as well. Kusinen runs for a first down for Team Finland. I'm wondering if we could maybe see the replay, but if not, I can tell you that once again the Finnish O-line created a nice hole in the middle for the running back to hit. These are quick plays, power plays, designed to get, normally designed 4 or 5 yards, but the way that the blocking goes for Team Finland against Team Spain, their running backs, both of their running backs have been able to gain more than those 4 or 5 yards, close to 8 or 9 yards on each play. So it is first down for Team Finland. The ball is at the 15-yard line with 10 minutes to go in this quarter. Kusinen walks off the field. And Linden is back at running back. It's Andy Wahlberg quarterbacking this offense. Once again, we're waiting. But the ball is ready to play. It is 10 minutes left. The score is 16-0, and Team Finland has a first down at the 15-yard line. Wahlberg drops back and sends a zip line just down the middle, but it is incomplete. It was right in the hands of the intended receiver, number 81, Janne Silas from the Helsinki Roosters, but she was not able to hold that in. That was a very strong pass, but the receiver couldn't handle the pressure. A little bit of a fumble on the snap, but Wahlberg picks it up and runs for it. She gains several yards on this play, actually. It's a nice run. So you can see that Wahlberg can also run with the football if necessary. That was quick decision making. And a nice run by the quarterback. On third down, and the shotgun, it's a handoff to the running back who runs again straight down the middle and into the end zone. This was number 91, Katri Laine, another running back doing the same play that worked before, and it is another touchdown for Team Finland. It is now 22-0. Team Finland is showing their dominance and their experience in this game. As for the extra point, Finland is once again trying to get 2 points. They do not kick extra points. They have not so far. Pass to the right, incomplete, so the extra point is no good. The score remains 22-0. This time it was a different play than the previous two-point conversions. We had the running back swinging out to the left and receiver and sort of mirroring that to the right-hand side. Wahlberg decided to throw it to the right, but he fell to the ground. So 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half, and Finland is up by 22 points against host nation Team Spain. This is a rough matchup to begin the tournament with, against the #1 ranked team in Europe. And it shows, but that shouldn't be a disappointment for Team Spain, because Team Spain, as we could see, has developed a lot since that first appearance in Helsinki 2 years ago. They have worked very, very hard and put together a strong team. We'll see what they can do against their team in the group, Austria. The kickoff is not returned. It's a short kick, and Team Spain's player just fell on it, decided to take this field position. So Spain is starting their drive at the 40-yard line for the first down. With 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Quarterback under center. This time it's Beatrice Herzog. Like I said, they alternating plays. It's a handoff and a huge hit on the back by number 83 of Team Finland. Ina Tehkanen, the starting cornerback on the other side, actually delivers a big blow, but there is a flag on the play as well. But the flag was on the offense for holding, and it is declined, so Finland takes the play, which was a 5-yard loss for Spain. Motion play, a handoff up the middle, but there's nowhere to go for the running back. 3 Finnish defenders were right there in the middle, stuffing that hole. It was a run for no gain by Team Spain, and it is 3rd down. It is a different pace for Team Finland. Spain has been used to something different, and it shows. But this is why these tournaments are great. You learn so much from appearing and playing against teams that are this strong, even if the score might get lopsided. Nice attempt by the quarterback to run the football. There was a hole right there for a second, and Herzog threw it. But Finland's defense, once again, was very quick to adjust. They saw what the quarterback was trying to do and immediately responded, made the tackle. It is 4th down for Team Spain, and another punt by Azucena Munoz. With the wide punt formation, Finland still keeps 1 returner deep. This time the snap was good, and the punt is off. And it was touched by the Finnish returner, but she manages to fall on it, so Team Finland will get the football. The Spanish punt coverage team was there near the football, so this was almost actually after that mistake by the Finnish returner. And punts, for those of you who might not be familiar, but punt rules on punts, if the returning team touches it, it becomes a live football, so then the punt team can actually recover it. Team Finland, 1st down, handoff to Linden, who avoids a tackle and runs into two defenders after a 5-yard long run.
De la selección finlandesa, nuevamente su corredora número 20, Jenny Linde. Avance de 6 yardas, será segunda y 4 para Finlandia.
So Finland is of the opinion of not changing things that work really well, and it looks like they're going to keep using that run, that inside run. But of course they this time have a change of pace and toss to the left and attempt an outside run, which is also successful. So it is a first down for Team Finland. Great play. This is a play that we saw a lot from Team Britain earlier today. The toss to the left or to the right. Speed and the running back. And if you have that one block, then you can get a lot of yardage from that. Snap is a bit low, but Marita Brun, who's back at quarterback, completes a pass to number 8, who beat all the defenders and ran into the end zone for another Finnish touchdown. Paula Lehtinen was the receiver who ran after the catch for the touchdown. Beautiful pass by Marita Brun. She saw the receiver wide open and made the pass. As you can see, the receiver just zipped past everybody. There was an issue with the coverage right there. And the score is 28-0, with another extra point attempt by Team Finland with their offense on the field. Drops back, passes to the left, but it is incomplete. With Spain's quarterback putting pressure on the receiver. The score is now 28-0, Team Finland, with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. What's important for Spain is that they actually have a full roster this time, and they Coach Torres Diaz told me they started with an 80-player roster initially and had several weekend training camps, and then they had the week before the tournament as well, where they flew in here and acclimated to the local conditions and trained for the whole week to get ready for this tournament. And that is huge for Spain, that they actually have a full roster of 45 players at this tournament, because at the World Championships they actually arrived with 31 players, 2 or 3 of whom were injured, so they really only had 28 players for whom we could play. In the meantime, you saw the kick returned by Spain. It was a first down at the 40-yard line. It was a short kick, once again, to the second tier of the kick return team of Team Spain. And so they didn't try to return it because their returners were harder back, so they just fell on top of the football like they usually instruct you to do if the kick is short. Karafekas is back at quarterback, number 10, right there. Attempted pass to the right is just short of the receiver. Adris Herzog is actually playing receiver right now. It is 2nd and 10 for Team Spain. 5.5 2.5 minutes left in the first half of this football game. It is close to 10 p.m. here in Spain, and it finally got fully dark here. Far enough south that it is still daylight for a long time in the day. Now we have the lights on. Rafeka's attempts another pass. It was a short pass to the right, but it was incomplete. Again, it was just short for the receiver, the intended receiver, to catch it. It is 3rd and 10 at the 40-yard line. For receivers again from the shotgun, it's a pass. It's a deep pass to the left, but it was too short for the intended receiver. It flew high up in the air, but then seemed to slow down. And either the receiver didn't really locate the ball quickly enough, or it was really, really underthrown for her. It is 4th down. Spain is forced to punt again. The snap is a little bit short, but the punt goes off. The Finnish returner tries to go for it and then decides to just let it go and not make the same mistake she did before. Kirsti Irhamo this time let the football go. So Team Finland will start from near their own 30-yard line. Ball is placed at the 32-yard line in Finland. The snap goes through the hands of Jenny Wahlberg, who gets sacked, and a Spanish player picks up the football and runs almost the wrong way, but almost returns that snap. This was a great play by number 7. Beautiful job. Let's see what happened right there. Ball is fumbled. It's picked up by Team Spain, and they almost actually run it into the end zone. Wonderful job, and now Spain actually comes back on the field with their offense with the football. This is a break that Team Spain desperately needed. Great play by the defense. And now they have a 1st down near the 10-yard line. Monika Rafekas is back at quarterback. And Spain has the football in the red zone. This is a huge opportunity for this young Spanish team. Motion and what looks like might have been either a false start or an offside. And no wonder the Spanish offensive lineman was very excited about this, because she saw what I did not see. She saw that the defense was indeed drawn offside. So it is an offside call, which means it sets Finland back another. So Spain has a 1st and 5 at the 10. And the home crowd is getting very excited. This is a huge break and a great opportunity for Spain to try to put some points on the scoreboard. Rafekas drops back and passes to the right. It's a completed pass and then a huge hit. It is a completed pass, despite what the local announcer was trying to say. It is completed for several yards. It's about 4 yards, actually, not several, but 4 yards, so it's a 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line. So Spain has 2 more downs to either get a first down or even run into the end zone or pass to the end zone. Let's see what they come up with in this situation. Great job so far on this drive after that great defensive effort. Another drop back. Pass was incomplete, intended for the receiver on the left-hand side. I apologize, I don't see the numbers really well because of the color of the numbers on the jersey. But I believe it was Herzog, number 7. So now the local crowd is getting louder, and rightly so. It is 3rd and 1 from the 5-yard line. They could get a first down. Team Spain would have a few more opportunities to try to get into the end zone. So got quarterback who makes a run for it. Definitely runs for the first down. Let's see if she got into the end zone. It is definitely a first down. It is a first down, but it's short of the end zone. Perhaps a few inches short. That was a nice run by Herzog. She tried to dive into the end zone, but was stopped short of it. Beautiful run though. And it is a first down, but a couple of yards out of the end zone. Herzog, a quarterback, trying to run in through the tackles, and it is a touchdown for Team Spain. Everybody's really, really excited here in Maracena. This is the first touchdown in this tournament. Wonderful job by the offense on this play. It was a power play. The offensive line gave that push, and Herzog ran in for that touchdown. So it is 6 points on the board for Spain, and then we have the extra point attempt kicked by number 7 herself. That's just Herzog. It was no good. Blocked. So the score is 28 for Finland and 6 for Team Spain. But everybody is just very excited about this touchdown against the number 1 ranked team in Europe, Team Finland. That was a great opportunity for Spain. That was created by their defense. And they took that opportunity and took it all the way to the end zone. Wonderful work, Team Spain. Number 2, Alison Francis Rodriguez Vivas. And now we are going to get to see Spain's kickoff team. With Beatriz Herzog of the Black Demons as the kicker. Three minutes left in the second quarter of the game between Team Finland and Team Spain. Beautiful long kick is fielded by one of the Finnish returners deep in their own territory. But then the coverage team on Team Spain lets her run all the way back to the midfield line. So Team Finland will get to football at the 50-yard line, right at midfield, with 3 minutes to go in the first half of the game, after a Spanish touchdown. And there was actually a flag on the play, so Finland does not get the football at the 50-yard line. They drew a penalty, and so they actually, the officials placed the ball all the way back at the 25-yard line where the kickoff was fielded. It's a run up the middle, stopped for 2-yard gain. The run was by Titti Kusinen, number 36 of Finland. It is 2nd and 8 for Team Finland. I think this touchdown must give Spain some energy and motivation. To make a stand against Finland in this game. Varberg hands off to Linden. There's a lot of push by the offensive line and Linden, and she gains the first down for Team Finland. First down at the 35-yard line. It's a quick handoff and a little bit of a tussle between the players. It looks like it might have been a fumble. It is very hard to see from up here. It looks like Spain does get the football after the fumble recovery. Hope we can see this play again. There's some pushing, there's a fumble created and recovered by Team Spain. Again, wonderful job by the Spanish defense, recovering the football after the fumble and putting their offense back on the field. Even at the World Championships in Helsinki, we saw very strong work by the Spanish linebackers, and they once again are proving that they are the strongest unit on this team, creating opportunities and taking them. So heads off, but it's fumbled. She does recover though very quickly after a 5-yard loss. There was just a bit of miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back. So now it's a 2nd down for Team Spain. There's a minute and a half left in the first half of this game. So Team Spain might some timeouts if they can sustain this drive. Lined up in a pistol with another offset back, but there is a timeout called because there is less than a minute left in this half. I'm sorry, it was not a timeout called. I thought one of of the teams was calling one, but it was indeed a delay of game penalty by Team Spain. I was getting ahead of myself. So it is another 5 yards added to the previous loss of 5 on that last play, the fumble and recovery. So now it is 2nd and 10. And really it's a bit more than 10, 2nd and 11 for Team Spain, because they did lose more than 5 yards on the previous play. And the clock is actually running. It is at 30 seconds. I'm not sure why Spain is not calling their timeouts right here. And it is a drop back and a pass attempted, but it is short for the intended receiver, so it is incomplete. There's 18 seconds left, which means Spain will have time for another play, and it is 3rd down. They have to get the football out quickly if they want to have time for another play. They could still call a timeout if the pass is complete. There is not much time. Fika's pass down the middle and completed to Beatriz Sarsak, who runs for the end zone, gets tackled short of the end zone at the 15-yard line, and there are 10 seconds left in this half. It looks like called the timeout at the point of the tackle, which means there's still time for another play. This was a beautiful play. So Spain did not call a timeout. What happened was they ran up to the football and they spiked it to get some more time. There are 10 seconds left. So this is another opportunity for Spain to try to score again before halftime. They have 10 seconds, which is enough time for one play for sure. And if it is a pass like the one that they had just completed prior to this one, then they can definitely score. They just have to complete that pass. Obviously, I mean, this is kind of a duh moment, Captain Obvious. I think what I was trying to say is that Rafikas has to make sure that her accuracy gets to the level that it was at the previous World Championships. This last pass was a wonderful completion. Let's see what they can do in this one. Bit of confusion at the line. Nice block. Pass up the middle. And it is completed in the end zone. Spain scores another touchdown. Beautiful pass to the middle of the end zone. This is the good Monica. This is the Monica that completes the passes. This is a very nice, accurate pass thrown to the wide open receiver, and a great catch by the receiver right there. So it is 12 points on the board for Team Spain, and we got ourselves a football game right here. This is not the 20-point difference we had before. This is something that's manageable, and Spain is going for it for the 2-point conversion. But flags flying everywhere, and it is a full start, so the ball will be set back another 5 yards, but it is 28 to 12. So it's a 16-point difference, which is a lot more manageable than a 28-point difference. Because anything can happen. You just saw two huge changes in possession, two fumbles by the Spanish defense, deep in Finnish territory, and both of those opportunities were converted. It is a handoff to the running back, but she gets hit after about 5 yards, so it is an unsuccessful extra point attempt, which means the score at the end of the first half is Finland 28, Spain 12. Spain is actually coming back into this game. Great job in this second quarter by Team Spain. I'm really looking forward to the second half. We will be back in about 15 minutes. Stay tuned.
Nothing to shame,
de este primer partido de este Campeonato Europeo de Fútbol Americano Femenino, disputándose toda esta semana en la ciudad deportiva de Maracena. Esta mañana hemos podido disfrutar del partido entre la selección de Gran Bretaña y Finlandia y Alemania.
Welcome back to the game of might and will and power between Finland and Spain here at the Women's European Championships in Maracena, Spain. We saw a first half that started out pretty lopsided with Finland scoring one touchdown after another, mostly with Jenny Linden. She scored 2 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter, Katri Laine scored a running touchdown, and there was another touchdown, which was a pass by Merita Brun to Paula Lehtinen. But then Spain turned things around just a little bit and came back into the game with two consecutive touchdowns in the second quarter at the very end, the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. First, after an opportunity created by a fumble recovery by the defense, Alison Francis Rodriguez scored a touchdown. It was a quarterback keeper. Rodriguez also plays receiver, and she did score the second touchdown for Spain as well, which was a pass from Monica Rafecas to Alison Rodriguez, completed a 14-yard pass. So this way, Spain actually has 12 points on the board against Finland's 28. We are about to start the second half. And in the first half, Spain elected to receive the football at the beginning of the game. So this time Spain will have to kick the ball off to Finland. In Finland, unless they fumble the football on the return, will start on offense. A quick look at the stats I've just received about the first half. What stands out, obviously, in Team Finland is the rushing. They have Jenny Linden, their primary running back, who has over 100 net already. She averages close to 10 yards per play. But they also have Tutti Kuusinen, who comes in every once in a while and has amassed over 50 yards herself with a 5.8 average. So rushing for Finland works really well. But they also have that passing touchdown by Merita Brun, their veteran quarterback. Most of the time, though, it's Jenny Wahlberg at quarterback, and she tends to hand the ball off to the running backs. On the Spanish side, we saw the nerves of the host nation at first. Things didn't really work out, but then the defense made some plays, and that re-energized the offense, and they started making their own plays and managed to score two beautiful touchdowns. A quick quarterback sneak, and then a passing touchdown as well. The point afters were no good. First one, they attempted a kick that was blocked, and then there was a run attempt by Isabel Martin that was stopped short of the end zone. On the other hand, on the Finnish side, they usually go for 2 points on the extra point attempt, and they actually scored twice out of the 4 touchdowns on that, and that's how they got the 28 points. Both of those attempts were passes to Sari Kuosmanen, once from Jenny Wahlberg, once from Merita Brun. And another interesting bit of statistics is that Spain only had 4 first downs in the first half against Finland's 11. But they did come back into the game late in that first half, and so we are excited to see what they can do in the second half. It is now 10:38 p.m. here in Spain, so it is getting late. But the reason we start these games so late in the day is the scorching heat that we have here in the south of Spain at this time of year. So the games are set either in the morning at 10:30 a.m. or in the evening at 9 p.m. to avoid the highest temperatures of the day. And we got a taste of that at the end of the first game today, when the sun was beating down on the field and into a little perch up here by the 50-yard line with the cameras. And I think tomorrow is the time for sunscreen.
informan desde la organización que en unos 10 minutos se espera la llegada de la ambulancia. En menos de 10 minutos esperamos a dar comienzo al tercer cuarto de este encuentro.
Cabrones, que me aburro. ¿Alguien me oye, coño?
La selección española de fútbol americano está a punto para dar comienzo al europeo. Las chicas llevan unas semanas preparando los últimos detalles para afrontar esta competición. Durante han tenido la ocasión de realizar actividades en grupo para fortalecer aún más la unidad del equipo, como ha sido la visita a los lugares más emblemáticos de la ciudad de Granada. Las jugadoras están muy ilusionadas y motivadas de cara al comienzo de la competición, en la que esperan hacer un buen papel. Para ello necesitarán el apoyo de la afición, así que no puedes perdértelo. Este domingo 2 de agosto, en el estadio de la ciudad deportiva de Maracena, nuestras chicas disputarán su primer partido a las 9 de la noche contra la selección de Finlandia, que sin duda alguna es uno de los equipos favoritos.
Hola, soy Miriam Lorente, capitana de la selección española de fútbol americano, número 22. Os animo a que vengáis al campo a darnos todo vuestro apoyo. Vosotros sois el número 12.
Femenino que está enfrentando a la selección de Finlandia contra la selección de España. Recordamos el marcador Finlandia 28,
Welcome.
España 12. Después de que España realizara un gran segundo cuarto.
Welcome back once again to the game between Team Finland and Team Spain here in Maracena, Spain at the very first Women's European Championships in American football. We had a 10-minute delay to start the second half because we had to wait for the ambulance to get back to the field. Unfortunately, one injury required hospitalization, so the ambulance had to go and take the player to the hospital, and it is now back. So we can start the second half of this game with the score at 28, Team Finland to 12, Team Spain, and Spain will kick the football off to Team Finland to start the third quarter. If you are just joining us, we saw a very lopsided first quarter and the first half of the second quarter, but then Team Spain got its game going, and after two great plays created by the defense, recovered the football twice and scored twice. This was a short kickoff. Kick try, but it was quickly recovered by Finland's number 32, Johanna Pudas, defensive back for Team Finland. They tried to keep that momentum that they got going at the end of the first half. But that momentum was originally created and launched by the Spanish defense, especially the line four that Coach Torresillas pointed at earlier was the heart of this defense. Team Finland scored 3 of their 4 touchdowns rushing. And then the last one passing. So this was another pass attempt. It was incomplete, but there were 2 flags flying. and referee Dula Udvardi will tell us what the flags are for. It was a penalty on the defense. It was a pass interference by Victoria Sanchez, and that gets Finland 15 more yards and the first down at the 35-yard line in Spanish territory. At quarterback on Team Finland is Jenny Wahlberg, who hands off to Jenny Linden, the primary running back of Team Finland. She has already netted over 100 yards, and she added a few more to that right now with this run up the middle. It is second and about 7 for Team Finland. Linden runs off the field to make room for the other Finnish back, Titi Kusinen, who has a touchdown of her own. And lines up in the pistol behind Jenny Wahlberg. He drops back and throws a deep football to the right sideline to number 80, Sari Kuosmanen, in what I saw was a complete pass, and the referees, the officials agreed. It is a Finnish first down in the red zone. With this one pass, they completed a 25-yard pass down the sideline, and they are now at the Spanish 10. Kusinen is still on the field at running back, Wahlberg at quarterback, and it is a toss to Kusinen, who runs into a defender. Doesn't try to cut back inside, although there was quite a bit of a lane right there. But the defender got a hand on her, so she was tackled after less than a yard. Finland on this play. Jenny Linden is sent back on the field at running back. And on second down, we can expect a handoff. And it is indeed a handoff, and Linden runs down the seam to the right and gets stopped about 5 yards out of the end zone by the Spanish defense. Another nice run straight up the seam. Third down and 2, and it's a handoff and a scramble into the end zone, this time by the H-back, number 24, Janina Virtanen, who lined up at sort of a hybrid fullback and H-back position. So it is a touchdown for Team Finland to start the second half of the game. It is now Finland 34, Spain 12, with 9 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Finland has not attempted to kick an extra point. They have been going for the 2-point conversion each time, and they completed it twice and were not successful the other 2 times. So let's see what happens next. Wahlberg attempts a pass to number 12, Kirsti Nirhano, but it was no good. Incomplete pass, so the score remains 34-12. I am currently without the screen for replays, so once again I'm going to try to give you enough commentary based on what I see live. I am your solitary commentator here at the Women's European Championships in Maracena, Spain, which means I am the play-by-play and the color commentator So I have to keep switching my brain back and forth between trying to see what's going on the field and actually trying to give you a little bit of football analysis. So bear with me. Finland kicks the football off down the middle. Once again, it's a short kick to the second line of the returning team on Team Spain. They recover the football at the 40-yard line. Team Spain can start their offensive drive at the 40 with a first down. Team Spain has 3 quarterbacks on their roster. They have been primarily using 2 alternating drives. It's Monika Rafekas at number 10. She has been the quarterback for more than half of the drives. And the other quarterback, Beatrice Herzog, has shared these duties with Rafekas. And it's a handoff to the running back, Rodriguez. The fullback that I mentioned earlier, she plays for the Madrid Black Demons. Her name is Lara Rodriguez. She was the MVP of the Spanish Championship game this spring. She gains 4 yards on this play. It was an outside run. She has very strong legs and she can break tackles if necessary. But this Finnish defense is pretty strong and sturdy. Both teams are quite undersized, but they have a lot of core strength. Different formation for Spain with the Badger formation for the receivers. Rafekas tries to find an opportunity pass, but there are no receivers open. She's being pursued by the defense, so she runs out of bounds. And there seems to be perhaps a late hit. There is a flag, I believe, at the other side of the field.
Personal foul is out of bounds. Official number 34, 15 yards, automatic first down.
It indeed was a late hit at the opposite side of the field. Rafekas ran out of bounds and then was hit by Finland's number 44, Annette Beckman. So it is a first down and a 15-yard gain for Team Spain. So now they are on the Finnish side of the field with a first down. It is now Herzog at quarterback. She took the shotgun snap and tried to run for it, but the Finnish rush was relentless. Finland's number 50 was right on her tail. Jenny Miettinen, she actually is one of the leading tacklers for Team Finland in this particular game, based on the first half stats. She's a defensive lineman. And she gave it a really good push this time to get to the quarterback. It is Rafekas again at the helm. She attempts a pass to the right, but it is incomplete, intended for Herzog. Two of Spain's quarterbacks also play receiver when needed, which gives Spain a lot of flexibility in making changes without actually making substitutions on and off the field. And we even saw a pass from a quarterback to a quarterback that was actually a touchdown pass at the end of the previous half. This was an incomplete pass, and it is now 4th down for Team Spain. So the drive stalled just at about past midfield, and Spain will be punting the football. So that last touchdown in the first half was a pass from Rafekas to Alison Rodriguez. who also plays receiver and quarterback, but we have not seen her at quarterback other than that one sneak on the first touchdown. So she actually scored both of the touchdowns for Team Spain. After a penalty on Team Spain, the punt is going to be from their side of the 50-yard line instead of Finland's side, so it was a 5-yard penalty. The punt goes deep. I believe Nirhano is arguing that she called for a fair catch. She did catch the football and then was hit by Team Spain, and the ball is now placed right at that spot. So she did not call for a fair catch. Team Finland can start their drive at their own 33-yard line against a Spanish defense that has shown that they can make plays. And I saw a linebacker sneaking up to try to make a play, and that was very successful because this run up the middle was actually stopped for a 1-yard loss by the linebacking core. This was number 22, Miriam Lorente, one of the captains. It is a toss to the right to Titi Kusen. And a great stop by Spain's number 22, Miriam Lorente, after only 2 yards. 6 more minutes in the third quarter, with Finland at the 35-yard line, 3rd and 8. Jenny Linden at running back. She is the most accomplished runner in this game. And it is a quarterback sneak by Merita Brun, who manages to get through the tackles and run out of bounds at the opponent's 40-yard line. Unfortunately, another Spanish player is on the field. So this is how Finland can really utilize their second quarterback, who has all that World Championship experience and is not afraid to make a run for it. She's not the tallest of quarterbacks, but she definitely is speedy and has some good legs right there and very strong. And there were some great blocks in the middle, again, by the Finnish O-line. Very impressive work by the Finnish O-line. Once again, just like in the World Championships when we saw them last, this undersized O-line, I mean, they're really short, but they're very sturdy and they have so much power. Their center of gravity is low, and they can keep it low, and they can just exert so much power in that first step that they are able to open those holes, and then their backs, especially Jenny Linden, as we can see, but also their quarterback, Merita Brun, their running quarterback, they can hit those holes really quickly. They have the speed to get right in there on that first push, and once they get through that first line of blockers, then all it takes is a cutback, and then there's nothing but green. So they got this running game down pretty well, Team Finland. They have been working on it for a long time, and they have the benefit of these veteran players as well as some young talent who have the speed to make these plays happen. We have not seen a lot of passes from Team Finland, but we have seen some, the few that we have seen were for completions for 2-point conversions and that one deep pass that we saw in the previous drive. And of course, there were some miscommunication issues between the quarterbacks and their receivers. But so far, they did not really need the deep pass. I'm curious to see whether they could accomplish that. The trainers are taking Spain's number 59 off the field. That's Andrea Lopez Rubio, linebacker for the Mustangs. This does not look good, unfortunately, and we already had about 3 or 4 injuries on Team Spain, one of whom had to be taken out of the game completely. In the meantime, it's another toss play to Jenny Linden. This is the play that has gotten them so much yardage and 2 touchdowns. And Linden runs for a first down to the left. Apologies, I said that this was the play they used in the touchdown. No, that was the actually it was an inside run. It was a handoff to Linden in that time. It was actually Team Britain earlier in the day who scored touchdowns using or getting good field positions while using that toss play. But Finland has been using it for quite a good amount of yardage as well today. They are alternating between those off-tackle and off-guard runs. There was a bit of miscommunication, or it was supposed to be a delayed handoff, but Valberg was looking and then quickly handed it off, but there was nowhere to go because Spain's defense collapsed the O-line this time. So that was actually very nice defensive work by the Spanish D-line and linebackers working together to make the tackle. It is 2nd and 12 for Finland. Valbreg tosses to Kuusinen, who runs through one tackle but gets to the next level and gets stopped by the Spanish defense. Number 5, number 4, I believe. Laura Diaz, the linebacker who made that stop, she is also among the defensive players on the Spanish team with the most tackles in the first half. It's a handoff and the play up the middle by Jenny Linden. She is very hard to tackle. She keeps low to the ground, she has the speed, and she hits those holes and makes those cuts when she needs to. So once again, she runs for several yards on this one play. It is 4th and 2 for Team Finland, but they are deep in Spanish territory, so they are going to go for it. And it is that quick little sneak from the shotgun. The quarterback hands it off quickly to the H-back, to number 24, Janina Virtanen, who runs ahead with the quarterback trying to also block for her, and they get the first down on this play once again. So Team Spain has their work cut out for them on this one. Again, they're backed up to their 10-yard line, trying to make a stop and turn things around like they did at the end of the second quarter. We have 2 more minutes left in this quarter, in the third quarter, so they still have time. Valberg drops back, looks around, and decides to throw to number 12, Kirsten Nirhano, but pass is incomplete. Was a bit too high. There is a yellow flag that I see on the field on this play.
Defense number 21, 15 yards, automatic first
It's a pass interference call on the defense. There was definitely a defender behind the receiver, and the officials saw some contact there before the ball was caught, or not caught, which means Finland gets to go up several yards towards the end zone. I think it had to be half the distance to the goal because it would be a 15-yard penalty, and they were closer than that. It was a handoff, a quick handoff to Virtanen, but this time the Spanish defensive line made the stop. I believe it was Raquel Diaz-Garcia, number 55 on the Spanish D-line. She's the one I saw near the play. Since I don't have the replays this time, I cannot confirm that. It is second down for Team Finland. With both Kusinen and Linden on the play, it's a power play, run up. And it is going to be third down. It is short of the end zone. Less than a minute left in this quarter. There is a player on the field. It looks like Team Spain, unfortunately. Like I said, it's a huge step up for Team Spain to even have a full roster here. They have a 7-on-7 league, and they are planning to move to a 9-on-9 league in the near future. But they have not practiced the full 11-on-11 game other than the training sessions and training camps with the national team program. And at the World Championships, they actually participated in the Helsinki World Championships after only about 2 or 3 months of working on the national team, with most of the players having never played 11-on-11 football before. So now, in the last 2 years, they have been practicing that, and now they have a lot more players to choose from, but obviously it's still a work in progress. They have developed their program really well, and there's just so much support from the federation, which is great to see. Jenny Wahlberg passed to number 12, Kirstine Erhano, for the touchdown. While I was busy talking about Team Spain's development, apologies for not doing the play-by-play live. But you saw what happened. 44 seconds before the end of the third quarter, Team Finland scored another touchdown, so it is now 40-12. And they keep Titi Kusinen on the field as running back for the extra point attempt. But it is sort of looks like a quarterback sneak, but a quick handoff, which they like to do. It is no good, though. The Spanish defense made a stand on this extra point attempt. And so once again, Finland is unsuccessful on the 2-point conversion try. It looks like they do not want to try kicking the extra points or field goals. They don't seem to trust their kicker, or they just like to go for 2 as much as they possibly can. Almost at the end of the third quarter, Finland's going to kick the football off to Team Spain. Spain has number 2, Alison Rodriguez, the third quarterback, who also plays receiver and kick returner. Lined up to return the kick. It is, again, a little bit short, but bounces far enough back for Rodriguez to pick up, and she runs around some blocks nicely out to the sideline. and returns the football to the 50-yard line. This was a 20-yard return, close to 20-yard return for Rodriguez. Well done by the quarterback and receiver on Team Spain, who also scored both of the touchdowns. One rushing on a quarterback sneak and one catching a pass from Monica Rafecas. Those were the two touchdowns for Spain, and those were the only touchdowns Spain has ever made in tournament competition. At the World Championships, they did not score, but this time they actually scored 2 touchdowns, which is huge for Team Spain. It's a handoff from Rafecas to the running back. I think it was Lara Rodriguez. It was up the middle, but stopped by Team Finland for no gain. It is 2nd and 10 for Team Spain. It is the end of the 3rd quarter. So we're going to see the team switch sides and start the 4th quarter as soon as that happens. The score at the end of the 3rd quarter is 40-12. Team Finland in the lead. There's one more quarter left for Team Spain to try to score some more. But so far we've seen some flashes of great play by some of the individual players, but as well as the team from Team Spain, defensively especially. And on offense, those 2 touchdown plays were very well executed. Rafecas drops back and completes the pass in traffic to number 3, Claudia Font, who was held very tightly by the Finnish defender, but still caught the football and didn't lose it after the big hit. So great job by the receiver. And of course, great job by the Finnish defense on reading the play and making the tackle. Shotgun snap to Rafecas. She attempts a deep pass that is incomplete. Finland's number 5, Marfa Raipela, managed to get a hand on it and deflect the pass. It was a little bit underthrown for the intended receiver, Alison Rodriguez. It's 4th down for Team Spain, so they are going to punt the football. The snap falls on the ground and is blocked by the Finnish coverage team. Number 9 of Team Finland, Outi Vedenpe, linebacker for the Helsinki Demons. She manages to recover the football as well. She runs through the line, she blocks the kick, and she recovers it. She didn't try to run it. She was satisfied with just gaining possession right there with good field position just past the 30-yard line. So it's Finland's 1st down at the 28, with Jenny Linden at running back and Marita Brun at the quarterback position. And Finland has Katri Laine, running back, who also has a rushing touchdown. The fullback also utilized as H-back. After a defensive penalty, it is now 1st and 5. It was a 5-yard penalty on Team Spain, so Finland has only 5 yards to go for the first down. It's a handoff to Linden by Brun, and Linden does what she does, running through the would-be tacklers and gaining a first down for Team Finland. It is indeed a first down as confirmed by the referee. And Team Finland is now close to the 10-yard line. They are at 13 with a first down. Brun fakes the pass and hands off to Linden, who has nothing but green in front of her. Huge lane opened up for green. That was a very smart play by Brun. She read the play by the defense. The defense jumped on the pass, and then she just handed it off. Delayed handoff. Run to the left. Jenny Linden scores another touchdown for Team Finland. And let's see the 2-point conversion with Marita Brun, Katri Leine, and Jenny Linden in the backfield. And Brun attempts to pass to the back of the end zone. It is caught, and it looks like it was still in bounds, so it is 2 extra points for Team Finland on this play. Well executed play. I believe it was Sari Kuosmanen again on the 2-point conversion catch. She has caught both of the 2-point conversion passes so far, and this is her third 2 points. So it's her 6th point in the game. The score is now 46-12. 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in this last quarter of our football game tonight. And Team Finland is dominating this game on offense, especially. They made some really strong stops on defense as well. Titi Kusinen gets ready to kick the football off. Another one of her short kicks, but it bounces a good distance down the sideline and out of bounds at the 35. So Team Spain has another attempt scoring. We'll see whether it's going to be Rafecas at quarterback or Herzog, or perhaps Rodriguez. The ball did go out of bounds before the 40-yard line, so Team Spain gets the football at the 43, I believe, with just over 10 minutes left in the game. It is Rafecas at quarterback with 2 backs under center and a handoff. The fullback kind of missed that block right there, but the tailback tried to cut back and ran back to the line of scrimmage. Number 39, Ana Fernandez. On Team Spain, it's sometimes hard to tell who's on the field because they do have a lot of players who play both offense and defense. And in the white jerseys that they are wearing today, it is very hard to see the numbers. So apologies again if I misread the numbers occasionally. Rafecas under center, hands off to number 39 again, but the Finnish defense makes the stop. for no gain. Third down, Team Spain, still at the 43. Spain is trying these power runs up the middle with a fullback blocking. And they do have a great fullback in Lara Rodriguez. But it doesn't look like they've been practicing a lot of this particular play. And so the blocks are not always there. But also, of course, Finland's D-line is just very, very strong and gets through the line. This was great protection for the quarterback on one side, and Rafecas had a little bit more time to pass than usual from the pocket, but it was incomplete over the heads of the receivers. So it is fourth down, and Team Spain has to punt again. The offense is trying to make adjustments in this game. We could see Spain trying new things. They're still working out the kinks of this offense, but I really see so much development and so much individual talent on this team. So I am confident that Team Spain will see some great things from them. Well, not a great thing right now. There was a tackle that the punter was actually tackled by Team Finland's defense. And it is now Team Finland's first down at the same spot at the 35-yard line. Tutti Kusinen at tailback with Jenny Wahlberg at quarterback in the shotgun, in the pistol formation. There was a little bit of a problem with receiving the snap, but Wahlberg keeps it and runs with 3 or 4 defenders on her back for about 3 yards or so. Spanish defense made a gang tackle once they got to the football, but they weren't able to force a fumble this time. It is 2nd and 5, Team Finland, with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Wahlberg hands off to Virhanen, number 24, runs up the middle and stumbles over a couple of legs and feet. But it looks like it is short of the first down. We'll see where the ball is placed. It was right there on that line. And it is indeed a first down. So she did manage to cross the line at the 25. Wahlberg lets go of a deep pass to number 81 right down the right sideline, and she completes the pass to Jana Yamina-Silas, who runs it in for the touchdown. This was a great pass by Jenny Wahlberg. This was well done by the quarterback of the Finnish team, and a great catch in stride by Silas, wide receiver for the Helsinki Roosters, who now has a touchdown on her own as well. For the 2-point conversion try, Wahlberg stays in at quarterback with Kusinen at the tailback position. 3 receivers on the field. It is a pass attempt, and it is complete at the back of the end zone for a good 2-point conversion to number 8, Paula Lehtinen, who plays for the other Helsinki team, the Helsinki Demons. There are, I believe, actually 3 Helsinki teams at least. But the Demons and the Roosters are the two biggest teams in Helsinki, Finland. So the score now is 56-12. We had a lot of hope after that comeback by Spain in the second quarter, but in the second half, it's been nothing but Finland so far. We still have about 6.5 minutes to go in this game, and the local spectators are showing their support for the home team. I mean, this is a valiant effort by a team playing the number 1 ranked European squad and a 2-time bronze medalist in the World Championships. I mean, Finland has beaten Germany twice in very close games at those World Championships, and they are just a force to be reckoned with. They're dominant. And the kickoff goes right into the hands of the first line of returners in Team Spain. So at least Team Spain gets the ball in a very good field position this time at the 45-yard line. Yeah, one thing that Team Finland definitely has to improve upon is special teams play, especially their kicking game. Kusin back, and so it seems like I'm gonna have to talk to their head coach and see what the situation is. But it seems like they're using somebody who can maybe kick because they just don't have a kicker that specializes in those long kicks. A run to the right for a 1-yard gain. And Rafecas is in at quarterback, but we also see Ellison Rodriguez, who scored those touchdowns, lined up at receiver, usually. She's going to be wide to the left. With Claudia Font on the right-hand side from the receivers. Shotgun snap and a hand off to the fullback, to Lara Rodriguez. But her legs are not enough to get her through so many defenders. They managed to get there right in time to finish defensive line. And Rodriguez has to sustain a lot of hits. There is an offensive lineman on the Spanish team down. That's number 64, Silvia Mancia. So they're going to help her off the field. She was at the bottom of that pile after Rodriguez's run. And when you're at the bottom of that pile, anything can happen. If those players fall on top of you, and your ankle gets twisted, falls underneath you, there's a lot of injuries that can happen in those plays. So Team Finland hasn't changed much in their game. I've seen a lot of these plays from them before, but they are just executing them so well. I mean, that's what they say in football. Don't have too many plays, but just execute them. You know, if you have 3 plays, but you do them perfectly every time, you get into the end zone. Silvia Mancia is walking off the field, limping a little bit, but she's standing, which is a good sign. So Team Finland, when they travel to these tournaments, they kind of keep to themselves. They just do their own thing. They have their own program. and they don't really talk to the media a lot. But they are actually very friendly and amicable. And when I was in Helsinki, the host nation of Finland was amazing, and they did a great job hosting. And I can also say that about Spain right here. This is a great location, and their local organizing committee has done a wonderful job. So everybody's happy with the accommodations and the field so far. Another punt by Team Spain. And Finland decides to leave it on the field, so they will get the football near their 20-yard line. Less than 3 minutes left in this game. The score is 56-12. And the time is 11:39 p.m. So we're getting close to midnight. This is actually a longer game than what we had early today. The game between Team Britain and Team Germany was only about 2.5 hours long. But in this game we did have a long delay at the start of the second half because of the ambulance situation. And we had more penalties called on both teams. Mostly technical penalties, and then a couple of late hits and some pass interference calls. No unsportsmanlike conduct, so the players have all been playing fair. So these games have been, the sportsmanship in these games has been really good. It is second down for Team Finland after the incomplete pass. Marita Brun is at quarterback with Jenny Linden in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Linden, who runs up the middle and then cuts to the right and is tackled by Spain's number 4, Ada Quintana. Ada Quintana was the star of the Spanish team in Helsinki 2 years ago. She is a linebacker for the Barbera Rookies. She has since had a child, so she is a mother of a toddler, and she is back playing and making tackles on the field. Another handoff to Jenny Linden. She runs up the middle for about 3 yards. There's less than a minute left now. Finland is at the clock with a comfortable lead in a lopsided game. But let's remember that Spain scored their first and second ever in tournament competition in this game. So that is definitely something positive they can take away from this game. The snap was fumbled by Team Finland and picked up by the quarterback, but the Spanish defenders got to her very quickly. Excuse me, I am sort of losing my voice towards the end of this game. I got a bit too excited about that defensive play. This is what happens when you try to talk for 6 hours straight in a day. Spain's first down. A After beautiful defensive play, recovered fumble, but it is unfortunately incomplete. It was right there in the hands of the receiver, but so it's a second down and 10 for Team Spain in what is their last offensive drive that once again was created or started because of a great defensive play. There are 20 seconds left, so Spain can get a couple more plays in. This is kind of a repeat of what we saw at the end of the first half. The play is whistled dead after the snap. And we'll see the reason in a second from head referee Gyula Udvardi of Hungary. Looks like it was a false start based on what the officials are doing right now. Indeed, it was a false start. So it is 2nd and 15 for Team Spain, but the game clock will be reset to 20 seconds. So there's still 20 seconds left, but a second down at the 30-yard line. And the player is trying to get the spectators to support the team on this last attempt. We're still waiting for the game clock to be reset. Problem has been fixed, so there is another attempt for Spain, and it's a long pass by Rafecas. It is completed, and Spain has once again completed a pass in the last seconds of a game. This one was to Beatriz Herzog, and the question is where the ball is placed. It is placed 1 yard out of the end zone. So Herzog was tackled just shy of the end zone. And there are still 12 seconds left for Spain to try to score one more time in this game. They did it twice in the second quarter, the second one being as the clock ran out in that half. So let's see if we could see a repeat of that by Team Spain, who are very resilient, especially when they are in a time crunch. There's a defensive foul, which carries half the distance to the goal of a penalty. Obviously, when you're 1 yard out, this will not get you much closer, but you can take those inches where you get them. And it is an attempt at the quarterback sneak and a good push, and the officials are running in. There's a huge pile. We'll see if it's in. And I see the hands. It is a touchdown for Team Spain. Wonderful job by the offensive line giving that push. Monica Rafecas and Alison Rodriguez. Great job by the quarterbacks today by Team Spain. The score is now 56-18, and there are 3 seconds left. So there's time for the extra point attempt, where Rafecas will be holding for the kicker, Beatriz Herzog. So the two quarterbacks are each other's special teams partners in here. is no good. From this vantage point, it kind of seemed like it went through the uprights, but it did not. So the score remains at 18 for Team Spain. There's still 3 seconds left, so they will kick the football off to Team Finland. But once again, just like at the end of the first half, Spain showed great resilience, a great defensive play, and then a score. That is something that they can take away from this game and build on it. And this is already, it's such a long way. I mean, I can't find words for this. This is just such an amazing progress for Team Spain, and I'm just so excited for them. And they should be excited about this team just getting, making those plays, getting that yardage, getting those touchdowns after the defense sets them up for good field position. This is just a great job by Team Spain. And of course, I need to mention the #1 ranked team in the entire Europe, Team Finland, who has shown that they are the dominant team, the favorites to win this competition. And we'll see what, obviously, the other teams have to say about that. They will be meeting with Team Austria as well. Austria skipped the last World Championships, but they were present at the very first one. So we will see how their program has developed over the course of the last few years. The kickoff goes short to the left-hand side and is recovered by Team Finland's #5, Martha Raipela. There are still 3 seconds left, so Finland is going to have one more play before the end of this football game. They will more than likely take a knee on this play, and then we can just go to the handshakes and the selection of the MVPs. In each game, there will be 2 MVPs chosen, one from each team, and they will announce them shortly after the game. And it is a knee taken by Team Finland, and this is the end of the football game tonight. The second game of today in the first ever Women's European Championships in American football. Team Finland defeated Team Spain 56-18, showing their dominance. But Team Spain scored 3 touchdowns in this game, all 3 of them towards the end of that half of play. So wonderful job by this resilient and young Team Spain. And they are wonderful hosts. I really can't say enough about how amazing Spain has been to us so far. So thank you guys for watching. And please tune in on Tuesday as well. We will have 2 games on Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning and 9 p.m. Just like today. And on Tuesday we will see Sweden and Austria in play as well. So thank you for tuning in. Once again, my name is Anna Banhedi. Please send any comments to the Women's European Championships page on Facebook. I will look at each and every one of them. So thank you again. And thanks to the teams, Team Finland, Team Spain, and earlier today, Team Great Britain and Team Germany for today's games. Have a very good night, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
vamos a dar los premios MVP de este encuentro entre Finlandia y España. MVP del equipo de España, jugadora número 2, Alison Rodríguez. Spanish MVP, player number 2, Alison Rodríguez. Y Finland Team MVP Player number 20, Jenny Linden. MVP equipo de Finlandia número 20, Jenny Linden. Bueno, agradecer al público asistente a este partido entre las selecciones de España y Finlandia. Optamos para los siguientes partidos de este europeo que se jugarán en este mismo campo. Próximo partido, martes a las 10:30 y a las 9 de la noche en este mismo campo. Bueno, martes a las 10:30 de la mañana, segundo partido de la selección española, España contra Austria. Así que os esperamos aquí el martes a las 10:30. ¿Vale? Bueno, martes a las 9 de la noche, España contra Austria. Si he visto la estadística, me ha fallado. Así que citamos martes a las 9 y a las 10:30. Un aplauso para nuestras guerreras, para nuestras chicas de la selección española.
Internet, the internet.
Good night. We are here with the MVP from Finland. She is Jenny Linden, a running back. And what did you expect before the game, and what feelings have you had
Before the game? I was excited because the first game, and I don't know. I'm so happy it's over now. Yeah.
If you want to say something
No,
to the team,
it's about team.
Finland.
So Finland. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm so tired. Yeah. That's all. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Sigue, ¿no?
¿Eh?
Sigue.
Sí, sí.
¿Sí?
Espera, espera.
¿En español te parece bien? Sí, bastante. Puede ser.
Tira, ya.
Buenas noches, estamos aquí con la MVP de España. Ella es Alison Rodríguez, wide receiver. Y bueno, ha sido la que ha marcado los 3 touchdowns. Bueno, ¿qué diferencias has visto con el partido del Mundial
Bueno, yo creo que ha habido mucha más preparación y la mayoría son gente nueva, pero gente que tiene muchas cosas que dar, así como antes no jugábamos a pase, jugábamos mucha carrera y por suerte ha sido lo que nos ha dado uno de esos touchdowns.
¿Qué ajustes crees que debe hacer España para el próximo partido?
Bueno, seguir entrenando duro, eso siempre, pero...
Y un poco más de concentración quizás, porque creo que habéis trabajado más y no lo habéis demostrado.
No, solo eso, entrenar más, concentrarnos más y estar más por lo que tenemos que estar.
Si quieres decirle algo a la afición de España, un mensaje.
No, esto, gracias, sobre todo a mi familia, por dejarme estar aquí y poder disfrutarlo como una nena que soy.
Muchas gracias.
Adiós, buenas noches.
Ya está, sigo...
Supone que no, que te han debido cortar.
So that's